Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be checking out the SteelSeries Apex 9 TKL. This is going to be my first impressions video, and the full review will be released after I had some more time to play with it. So jumping straight into the unboxing, you can see that the packaging is very nice and beautiful. Now when we pop the box open, the first thing we're greeted with is going to be this awesome keyboard. Now this keyboard does go for roughly $110 as of making this video, so it's going to be a bit more in the mid to high price range. So what we'll be getting out of the box is going to be this awesome and beautiful keyboard, this high quality cable which comes in USB-C to USB-A, and this is only going to be a wired connection keyboard, and then of course an instruction manual that we may need to reference to see how some of the features work on the keyboard. So first impressions with the keyboard, it does feel really high quality, and I'm very impressed with the materials that are used. When I try to do a bend test, it doesn't really do much bending. It feels like it's really using some high quality plastics, which is definitely a good sign for this price point. The back plate here has a nice solid finish. It feels like it's like kind of this chalkboard material. It's definitely not plastic. It's more of a metal that has a rough finish, which feels really cool. And then if we flip over to the back of the keyboard, there's going to be this really cool rubber piece here where if you plop it open, a little keycap pops out, and you can use this to quickly take off your key switches and either clean your keyboard or do some modifications. There's also going to be rubber legs on the corners as well as the center parts of the keyboard, which are going to help prevent the keyboard from actually sliding around on your desk when in use. And then the legs do prop up, and there's going to be two levels of adjustments. There's going to be small ergonomic, and then there's also going to be a higher level of adjustment depending on what you prefer for your typing posture. So quickly running through the media keys that are on here, the first thing you'll notice is going to be this little dialer here, which if I spin it around, by default it's going to adjust the volume of your sounds that you have on your computer. And then the button under it is going to be clickable, and that can be adjusted to be a shortcut of your choice. And then the F9 to F12 keys do various things based on what you have it set to in the software, but the P stands for profile switching. So if you're playing different games or using different apps, you can quickly swap between different profiles. The M key here is going to be macro recording, which basically lets you record a macro on the fly. And then the F11 and F12 keys are going to be brightness adjustment for the RGB lights. So I'm going to go ahead and pop one of these keys out using the switcher tool that was included, and you can see it's a very simple pop out process. And we just popped it out, and you can see that it was super simple, and this tool is definitely going to be helpful if you want to quickly take off all the keys and do a quick clean on your keyboard. Now the keycaps themselves are going to have nice see-through icons, which lets the RGB lights flow through, and all of the keycaps are going to have a little concave angle, which lets your fingers be placed in easier for a more accurate and quick typing experience. Now you can see that there are going to be yellow switches on here, which are going to be more linear. These feel a little bit more like red switches to me, except SteelSeries has their own version. So if you're familiar with reds, this is going to be very similar to that, which has a very quiet typing experience. If you've been getting value out of this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. So we have the keyboard plugged in for the first time, and this is what the RGB lights look like. You can see by default it does have this purple and blue illuminating light, which looks pretty cool, and this is set to the brightest setting. If you want to adjust them, all you do is hold the SteelSeries button, and then you can quickly click up, 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 F12 here, or you can go ahead and lower it by hitting F11, which has the dim icon. The brightness is going to be the only level of adjustment you can do with the RGB lights without using the software. If you install the software, you can customize the RGB lights further, which I'll have a link to down in the description below. So I'm going to be spending some more time with this keyboard in the next few days, and then I'm going to release my review video that'll go over all of the details and know-hows with this keyboard. That includes the tech specs, the software, the features. So make sure you subscribe for that so you don't miss out. If you want to learn more about this keyboard, I'm going to leave a link to it down in the description below. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, be sure to click that subscribe button, and don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.